All right, let's chart a course through the huge and, let's be honest, kind of confusing world of backend development. We're going to take all that complexity and turn it into a super clear step-by-step guide. So you might want to grab your compass, because our journey is starting right now. Have you ever just looked at all the backend tech out there and felt completely lost? I mean, you hear about Docker, Kubernetes, microservices, REST, SQL. It's just a sea of buzzwords. And the biggest question for so many people is, where do I even start? Trust me, that feeling is totally normal, and we're here to sort it out. So this is your map. We're taking all that chaos and boiling it down into a clear, structured path that's going to take you from your very first line of code all the way to designing these massive, complex systems. Think of this as your personal guide for the whole adventure. Every epic journey has to start with that first step, right? Well, for a backend developer, that first phase is what we're calling the apprentice. This is all about building those fundamental skills, the solid bedrock that everything else is going to be built on top of. You can think of this stage as your first 4 quests. First up, you've got to learn to speak the language of the web. Then, you're going to build the engine. That's your first API. After that, you'll figure out how to store the data. And finally, you'll learn how to ship your work out into the world. So that first quest, speak the language, what are we really talking about? We're talking about REST. Now, it's not a programming language. It's more like a set of rules, an architectural style. Think of it as the universal grammar that lets your server talk to a web browser, a mobile app, or even another server, all completely seamlessly. So what's actually in the apprentice's toolkit? Well, for building your engine, we'd say go with Node.js and the Express framework. For storing all your data, you'll learn SQL with a really powerful database like Postgres. To keep it all secure, you'll use something called JWTs, or JSON Web Tokens, which is basically just a safe way to pass information around. And to finally ship your work, you'll get good at Git and learn deployment. You master these tools and boom, you've cleared the first stage. Okay, welcome to the journeyman level. You've actually built an application, which is awesome. But now the questions get a lot bigger. Like, how do you make it faster? How do you make it more reliable? What happens when you get way more users? See, at this stage, you shift from just building things to building things well. Your new quests are all about navigating some much more complex territory. You're going to learn to optimize your database, speed up how fast your app responds using caching, and harden your code by testing it. But most importantly, you'll start to think bigger, not just about a single app, but about whole interconnected systems. You know, this slide shows a key journeyman skill perfectly: testing. We've got 2 main types here. Unit tests are kind of like checking a single Lego brick to make sure it's shaped right. They're super fast and really focused. Then you have integration tests, which are more like snapping a few of those bricks together to make sure they actually fit. You absolutely need both to build solid software. So the journeyman's craft really starts to expand. You're getting into real database design, using tools like Redis for caching, which is a huge deal because it stores data right in your server's memory, making it ridiculously faster to access than a normal database. You'll also learn the basics of Docker to package up your apps, maybe build your first microservices, and really start dipping your toes into the deep waters of system design. And now we reach the top of our map, the architect. This is where you go beyond just building features and start designing the entire blueprint for the whole system. The focus totally shifts to resilience, scalability, and just mastering incredible complexity on a massive scale. At the architect level, your whole way of thinking has to change. You're moving way beyond building a single self-contained application, what we call a monolith, where all the code for every single feature just lives in one giant code base. And as those monoliths get bigger, they can get really slow and incredibly difficult to update. At this scale, the problems and the solutions are just so much bigger. Instead, modern applications look more like this. They're like constellations of smaller independent services, all communicating and working together in this carefully choreographed dance. Each little star in the constellation has its own job, its own code, and it can be updated or scaled all by itself without touching the rest. This is the world of distributed systems. It is the core concept an architect absolutely has to master. It's all about how to design, build, and maintain systems that are spread across tons of computers, but still act like one single resilient thing. It's about making sure the whole constellation shines bright, even if one of its stars flickers out for a moment. So, inside the architect's inner sanctum, the tools are high level, they're strategic. You're mastering performance using tools like Kubernetes to manage all those constellations of services. You're designing event driven architectures, and you're implementing advanced security and monitoring. You're not just building the house anymore, you're designing the entire city. So, there you have it, the three major stages of becoming a backend master. From laying that very first brick all the way to designing the whole city. Your journey is waiting. Let's just quickly recap the path to mastery one more time. As an apprentice, your goal is to build your first working application. As a journeyman, you learn to refine your craft, making things scalable and robust. And finally, as an architect, you graduate to designing the complex, resilient systems that basically power our entire digital world. So, the map is now officially in your hands. The path from apprentice all the way to architect is laid out right in front of you. No more confusion, just a series of quests to go out and conquer. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?